Welcome back to another Cash Trick or Credit with Kira. Today I'm bringing you a texture manageability system by Beautiful Textures, the Longe Le Duo Airflow Styler, as well as a Flat Iron Perfector Mist. Y'all, I had a hard week, had to go out of town for a funeral service, but before that I stopped by the blow dry bar to get my hair done up. But y'all, the weather plagued me while I was out of town for these services, so when I came back and got myself together, boom, Mother was ready. So make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for how I achieve this style. So this was easy enough actually. Beautiful Textures Naturally Straight Texture Manageability System is posted as a reversible straightening system. It is not a chemical process. Your hair does revert to your natural curls, coily texture, whatever that might be. Whatever your previous state was, it says that it returns back. So here, this is just a 2-week-old just blowout that I got from the blow dry bar. Just popped in. I made my appointment like a day or two before. Popped in, got my hair done, went out of town. The weather plagued me, and I just needed something to come back to life after the craziness that I had been through. So I decided to give this a try. So they have a cleansing shampoo for which you wash your hair 3 times. They also have a leave-in conditioner. Don't forget those gloves. And let's get started. So I put in this sorry part in my hair. I stuck it parting, but I needed to actually get to my scalp and detangle my hair because my hair was just in clips and ponytails and whatnot. And so I just needed to make sure that I started out straight if I wanted all of the product to get through my hair and get started. Now, I will say my hair has a straightening system in it, and it is not a keratin treatment. It's amino acid based system, but I haven't had that done since November. And so I saw this particular product online, and I didn't see a lot of reviews or videos on it, so I was like, yeah, I'll make a video. The reason why I'm trying it on my hair is because I really wanted to try it on my daughter's hair. She's only 5 years old. Of course, I don't want to relax her for her hair. She wants to wear her hair, down and in some beautiful looser curls for her graduation. But right here, the reason why I'm showing you this part really quickly is because you can see the demarcation of where my new growth is versus where the straightening system was. So right here where I'm pulling with my hands, right there, you can see where that hair is more poofy. So that's like new growth right there. So you can see the difference. So anyhow, I decided to try this because some people said, don't forget that petroleum jelly though. You need that. Base it like you would with your relaxers. But anyhow, some people said that they noticed an off-putting smell and that it made their scalp tingle and whatnot. So I didn't want to chance that. And also, again, I wanted to try it on myself before I just threw something unknown into my child's hair. Now also, y'all, this only ran me like less than $10, like $9.99 or $9.95 at my local beauty supply store, versus going into the salon and paying upwards of about $200 at least for that particular straightening system, along with a good trim. So I went ahead, I washed my hair 3 times how it said, put the gloves on, and this is from Towel Dried Hair, sort of, kind of, and put the gloves on and get started. But y'all, who's into audiobooks? My favorite app right now is Hoopla. But tell me some apps that you like to read free books, y'all, on, and tell me some titles that you actually like. So I have to listen to my books while I can, when I can be hands free. So I smelled it. It wasn't a pleasant smell, but it wasn't horrible either. And it says do not slather your hair with this stuff. It says use like the smallest amount possible. And so I used the smallest amount possible, y'all, and that wasn't enough. So I added a little bit more, paying a little bit closer attention to my roots, and you just pull it through. Now, once I pulled it through all of those different sections of my hair, I went ahead along the edges. It tells you in the little pamphlet to go along the edges with the product at the end of it. And then once it sits for 20 minutes, then you go back and you comb through the product with a wide tooth comb. So you'll see that is what I'm about to do here. So I'm just sectioning my hair off once again, and I am going to run through it with my wide tooth comb so that you can get as even as possible a distribution. I did see some people use a a coloring brush. I did not use a coloring brush because I do have quite a few. I just have no idea where they are because I haven't colored my hair in so long, nor have I relaxed my hair in ages. So this is blow dried. I did put on a little bit of the heat protector. I just wanted you to see what it looks like blow dried out. I used the Revlon brushing system. And then here, the Lounge. Oh my goodness, this was interesting. So it's an airflow styler, and it has a 9-foot cord, and it also goes up to, I believe, 430 degrees. And the pamphlet said for you to go, it has different degrees for beautiful textures of heat that you should use for your hair. My hair is fine, so I used 360 degrees. The recommended heat was 350, but that styler, the Lounge, only goes in different increments, so it's 360 is where I landed on for me. And y'all, I went in with the flat iron perfector mist, and I use a brush as opposed to a rat tail comb for the chase method. I just feel like that brush just puts another kind of whip appeal on it that comb can't touch. I'm sorry, just hands down. Now, the first time I put the flat iron on my hair, I went through that bottom part right there 3 times, but I promise you the rest of my hair only did 2 times. I don't know why I lost my mind for a second, just because I was recording, but I lost it for just a second, but I was back after that. Y'all, when y'all use that perfector mist for your flat iron, try not to spray close to your scalp because it will pop you. It will, because it's wet, okay? So I warned you. But the results are great. It's sleek enough for me. Not quite salon quality. Y'all see how that comb just tried to play me and get stuck in my hair, but that's okay. That's why I don't play around with rat tail combs. I had to go and find that in a box somewhere because I have no use for a rat tail comb in real life. So again, I'm just telling you guys about the product. The product protects your hair up to 480 degrees, and so I'm just showing you that part of my hair where it is blow dried and flat iron. And I'm going to twirl this thing around and show you the flat iron hair versus the blow dried hair there on the right. Honestly, with this lighting, because again the weather was trying to play me, it was seeming like it was going to rain. It was a very cloudy day, so on the right side it is blow dried, and then on the left it is flat iron. So yeah, let's finish up. So this side I'm going to just clip here so it can stay flat, and I'm going to clip it down here. So boom. Alright, let's section this off and finish up. Alright, so now my hair is completely flat iron. Y'all, I love this paddle brush. It just feels so good on my scalp. The Manageability system did exactly what it was supposed to do. I have volume and a little bit of body. I prefer much more body, but I only kept it safe at 360 degrees. You can probably go a little bit higher. I know that some people talked about a film being on your hair once you put the leave-in conditioner on, which there was a little bit of film, but once you hit it with that flat iron, pretty much all of that film was gone. So yes, I did pull out the old lady rollers, because foam rollers, y'all, I hate those flexi rods, should I say, the flexi rods. So because they're so hard to sleep in, and I like my sleep. Mother likes her sleep. So I put in the old lady foam rollers, and they do catch your hair, so be careful. I think I lose like 1 strand each time I put them in, so I'll have to figure out something else, maybe pin curls. But yeah, so I rolled my hair because I don't plan on continuing to put heat in it. And yeah, later on you'll see I was like, yeah, let me throw some clip-ins in my hair because I do love a little bit of drama with my hair. I'm that girl. So I just pulled it out, ran through the curls as opposed to combing them out. I just raked through them and twirled them with my fingers. And then I added in some clip-ins that you'll see later. So about this system, I want to know, have you guys tried this system, or what systems have you tried at home versus have you tried straightening systems within your styling community, like when you go to the hair salon? Like I said before, I did do a straightening treatment at the salon, and it was an amino based treatment, and it helps the condition of your hair. Like, it helps your hair get to a healthier state if there was prior damage to your hair, and that amino acid fills in all of those gaps where your strands were damaged. So yeah, I had no problem with it. I just didn't prefer to pay that much money for it, honestly. And especially since my daughter's hair reverted when she got it, like immediately before she even got out of the door good, her hair reverted a bit. So here, when you put in these clip-ins, y'all, it is not rocket science. Just make you a part, put those clips in close to the part, and keep it moving. I thought I'd just put one clip in, or maybe two, but I think I put in a series of 4 clips, if I'm not mistaken, just because of how long that was compared to the curls in my actual hair. So I knew that my curls would fall exactly how I like. I don't prefer, the first couple of days of a style. I like about like day 3 or 4, where the hair is just beautiful. It's feel how it's supposed to fall. Lord, get your grandma together. It falls how it's supposed to fall, and you get a feel for the style that you're trying to achieve within those couple of days. So these clip-ins, I believe these are from Amazon. I think they were marketed as human, but if you got them from Amazon, y'all, they're probably not human. But I have washed them a couple of times, and I let them air dry normally, but for this time I did not let it air dry. I blow dried the clip-ins with my Revlon paddle brush, and they blow dried beautifully. And then I went over it with the Leonge Le Duo Airflow Styler. And y'all, let me talk about this really quickly. So it does have the floating titanium plates, and the edges are rounded, which I really like, so it doesn't snag your hair. You can curl or straighten your hair. It really does feel like a curling iron, but it's actually a flat iron. And that cooling air vent is supposed to lock in the style for you, which I did appreciate that, especially on those clip-ins. I was scared that it was going to damage their hair, but it didn't. I used it on at the 360 setting for the clip-ins, and it worked just fine. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. So check out days 2 and 3, I believe, of this hair. And yeah, at the time of this video, I think I'm on day 6, and I'm still doing well. And y'all, by the time I made it outside, the weather played me on this day 1, so it had started to rain. So you'll see how it looked throughout that day 1 and then the next couple of days. But as of now, my hair is still holding up pretty well as of about day 6. So I guess you're probably wondering if I think it's cash, check, or credit. Cash means you need it right now. Check means, nah, we'll need it. Check, please. And then credit is you can take it or leave it. Right now, as of day 6, I'm thinking, y'all, this is a cash. Go out and get it, especially compared to spending a couple $100s at a salon, whereas you can spend under $10 and do it yourself. Pros and cons. Pros is the price. Price point is great, and me being able to find it is great. And it actually worked well for my hair thus far. And it did not have that off-putting smell that some people said, and that film was going away by the time you apply the heat. So those are definitely the pros. The cons, you got to do it yourself. So y'all, let me talk about this real quick. So I have those little pimple patches. If y'all don't have those little pimple patches with the salicylic acid, I believe, in them, what are you doing with your life? When you have like those blemishes come up, those pimples, breakouts, put it on there, leave it for about 2 days, and keep it moving. As y'all can see, I go on about my regular life with my patches and keep it moving. It is what it is, but I did later on take off that one by my mouth because it was looking crazy. So here I wanted to give you what my hair looked like in the sunlight after a couple of days. I was in love with those later hair days, and I prefer volume and body, and that's what it gave. But yeah, so cons is you got to do it yourself. So it's going to take you a little bit of extra time as opposed to going to the hair salon. And I would say that's the only cons. And y'all, I just could not get enough of myself. So I thought I was going to turn off the video and stop right then, but now I had to keep going. So I also wanted to give you some more shots in the sunlight so you can see how it's just kissing my hair. Y'all, I have that sheen going. I don't think you can tell me anything. But thank you all for checking out this video, sitting through the whole thing. If you made it to this point, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your favorite books below, comment if you've tried this process or something similar, and make sure you check out the other videos. Check my description box, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.